We welcome you to our meaningful meditation for this third Sunday of September as we continue in this beautiful season. This would be technically the last Sunday of summer, and so we are continuing along in our series on the book of James. Last week we looked at this whole idea of the powerful ways in which James kind of lays it down for us about how to be a wholehearted disciple, using all of the devotion that we have in order to live out this life. And so on this Sunday, we're specifically looking at chapter 3 from the book of James, verses 1 to 13. And it's a text that James uses a lot of symbolism about the powerfulness of small things, like how a bridle is able to direct the way that a horse goes, and a rudder directs the way that a boat goes. And so when we think about our human body, James is focusing in on the small part of our body that we call the tongue, and how the tongue, although it is small, can be used in ways that create a firestorm, so to speak. The words that we use and how they can lift people up, but on the contrary, can really hurt people. I looked back at the origin of the children's poem that many of us learned when our parents or maybe grandparents were trying to help us be strong, about sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, and how totally wrong that is, because I think often our physical wounds will heal much easier than the words that have been offered to us that have really damaged us throughout perhaps childhood or adolescence when we've had a difficult season in our life. And so how do we take what God has given to us as this gift and use it for God's glory? So this Sunday, we are especially thinking about the beauty of this holy place that we get to be here at our church, and all the many hands and voices that help us to make this such a beautiful place. And so the choir is actually singing an anthem, looking at my notes, the beauty of this sacred place, and how it takes so much energy from so many people in order to have this wonderful place in which we can gather and worship God. So we'll be honoring our property management committee, our gardening angels, the people who come and clean this beautiful place for us as well. And so hope that you will come and use your tongues to affirm everybody with your words, and beyond Sundays, thinking about how we can use this gift of word choice in order to build up the body of God and not to tear it down. All of us have choices about the words that we use each and every day. So lots to think about for our sermon and service on the 15th. Also, we want to encourage you to stay after the service and check out our new music room. It has been renovated for us over the summer, part of our sacred, beautiful place here. And so we are having an open house where you can grab your coffee and go and check out the renovations and improvements to that space here on our campus. Also want to make sure on the mission front that you have the 22nd of September on your calendar for our first Enliven, which is actually a program from our Christian Faith Formation Committee. And this particular week, we will be learning about a new mission opportunity that we are supporting of the John Paul School. It is in Uganda, and Paul and Nancy Berrigan are coming to teach us about how the school started and the importance of the ministry that they're doing in Uganda. So that'll be right after the service at 11:15. And we'll conclude around 12:15. So hope you can stay with us, and that's coming up on the 22nd. So many things happening in this month of September, and if you have questions about anything, please don't hesitate to reach out, and we're grateful for your interest and engagement in all that's happening here in the life of University Presbyterian Church. So peace for your journey. Amen.